Welcome to episode 2 of my series, Wait, What Happened? Where I tell you all the really absurd things that have happened to me in my school district, in my church, and just all around me in regards to my disabilities. So let's get into it. Today, we are going to discuss why I no longer do color guard. For some of you who may have known me for a few years, I used to do color guard. I was absolutely obsessed. I had been doing it since 4th grade back in Arkansas, and it was really great. And I decided to join the high school team up at my high school. Around the beginning of high school is when a whole bunch of my issues started happening because a lot of them often develop in puberty. So that was just a really rough time altogether. That summer sucked astronomically. But this is kind of in relation to my process condition called hypoclimic periodic paralysis. Basically, y'all can go and look it up, but the short version is when our body feels like it's in danger from something that we call triggers. Triggers are different for every person with a condition. It stops processing serum potassium altogether. And serum potassium is what lets your body move and do things like this. When the condition first started developing in me, it was really difficult to navigate, but I was still able to perform and do things, and I found ways to make through performances even with a paralysis attack so I could minimize, people seeing it or whatever. It was one thing to, go out on a practice floor. It's a whole other thing to go out in a competition. But I still got taken out of our marching show. That was just a combination of a knee injury I got, so I understood that one. It sucked, but, it went to my best friend, and so I'm very happy that she got to do that. But anyway, when it came time for winter guard, they had me in a spot, but I didn't get to perform in that spot. I got to do it once. I had an attack, but the only difference that I did to make sure that, no one was in danger was I marked my tosses. So that way, if something happened, the flag wouldn't go rogue. But no one could tell. No one could tell. The judges couldn't tell. My teacher couldn't tell. And so it was kind of really crazy, but they wouldn't let me perform after that. Still had me practices and everything. It's really sad. But anyway, auditions for next year come around, and I obviously go to audition. But my director, Mrs. Nolan, who is no longer working for the district because of this, decided to change the audition process so that way she could legally kick me out. And if you're saying, well, how do you know that? It's for that reason. Because she flat out told me. She cornered me at the elevator one day and flat out told me that she's changing this because she does not want me on the team. She doesn't like me being on the team, and she did not think anything productive would be happening with me on the team, and just she was going to make sure I wasn't on the team, which is a form of discrimination. But because she went through it in the audition practice, and I wasn't the only one who didn't make it in the auditions, I couldn't do anything. So let me know if y'all have any questions in regards to anything, and I'll be back next week with a new episode of Wait, What Happened? Love y'all. Bye.